our background music popping. Thank you guys for tuning in to another episode of Fuck Your Podcast. I am Star.
And it's your girl, Patty Mayo.
And we did not do our shots.
No, we've been so terrible.
Yes. So it is shots. Thirsty Thursday. And you got it? What's going on? All right. Let's go. Cheers.
Oh, what the hell?
Ooh. That's that Casa de Dragons. Whatever that shit is.
Hey, boo. Hey, baby boo.
Oh, my God. Earphones. Mine's are Beats. Hers are Sony.
Like, I don't know.
But yeah. So mine's are Beats and hers are Sony headphones. But we out here, yo. This is our last show
of the season.
Jesus. Season 2.
So that mad hard. Like.
Oh yeah, because you know what it is. Like we usually do a break like mid-December, but we actually need a break now.
Yes.
Because we have a lot going on behind the scenes, trying to gear up for season 3. So
it's gonna be a lot.
It's gonna be a lot. So we it's really important because you can't really get shit done in like 2 weeks. So 3 weeks is pushing a lot of shit.
Yeah.
But yeah, man. So I'm excited. Definitely excited. How was your weekend? How was Thanksgiving? I mean, a lot of people don't celebrate. Some people do.
Yeah. Well, Family and Friends Day.
Okay.
It was really good. It wasn't as long as I thought it was going to be. Mm-hmm. This year, I feel like I focused more on myself.
Right.
And if I was pushing myself to the limit, I just kind of
step back.
I just step back.
Yeah, like, sometimes you have to. You got to take a step back. Yeah.
But overall, I had a really eventful weekend. I was like pretty much fully booked. I did work a little bit, but not too much. But I got to see my family and friends.
That's good. That's good.
I had a Sunday brunch.
Yes, the brunch was good.
It was so good.
Yeah.
How was your Thanksgiving?
So it was cool. We had a few people over. Tanika came over, like my aunt, my cousin came from New York. Mm-hmm. My mom came up. I've been telling you guys that my mom was coming up, so she came up, and it was good. Like the food was really, really good. My mac and cheese was bomb.
Yeah,
I made some.
Throw it in my face.
I made truffle butter mac and cheese, and Becky has some. I made truffle butter mac and cheese, and it was the it made Thanksgiving. All right. Yes. So I was water whipping my truffle butter mac and cheese, and it was lit.
Can I say something? It is not Thanksgiving without mac and cheese.
Yeah. Especially good mac and cheese, because a lot of people can't cook. They be like, "Oh, I'm gonna make my mac and cheese," and
it just don't hit. Like, you have to understand, if you are gonna host Thanksgiving.
Thank you, Becky. She said, "Yes, Lord, it was delicious."
You know what? I'm so jealous right now.
I'm gonna make some for Christmas though.
I'm gonna say this: people wait all year for Thanksgiving.
Yep.
Or just to have certain food.
Yes.
So you're disappointed when you don't get the foods that you want.
Yeah. And a lot was disappointed that they didn't get the food that they wanted. Yeah.
Not this year.
Yeah, that sucks.
Yeah, it did. But my boyfriend's mom, she ended up doing like a little
Ruby
separate Thanksgiving night.
Yeah.
So I kind of got to experience Thanksgiving then as well.
That's good. Also the my collard greens was busting too. All right. You know, don't sleep on.
I didn't get no collard greens at all.
No, my collard greens was bomb. So I might make some more for
I don't even know what I got
for Christmas, but I will say this. I don't know if my mom comes up, I'll make it because she cut up the greens for me, and I'm not in that mood.
No,
in that mood or whatever.
Never made them before.
But yeah, so my collard, and they were vegan collard greens, so I didn't have any meat in there, and them shits was banging.
Ooh. I'm not gonna lie, y'all. I'm already a little lit from that one shot.
Yeah, it was strong. But anyway, so this is the last show of the season. We will be back January 2nd, I think, will be the next show, and we're phasing into season 3. Yes. Season 3, second year. Huh? Pretty litty.
That's a big deal, guys.
Yes.
Like,
yes.
For us, it's a big deal.
Right. All right. So we're going to go ahead and jump into the topic. So I don't know if this is just so he can kind of get his name out there again. I don't know if he just loves the attention.
Yeah, it is.
It seems like he does. So as you guys know, it's been going all over social media that George Zimmerman, who was acquitted of the murder of Trayvon Martin in 2012, him and his lawyer filed a $100 million lawsuit against the Martin family, their attorney, and a book publisher over allegations that one of the trial's key witness was an imposter. Now, again, I don't really know what will possess him. This family has already been through enough.
So much. And like you said, I think it's all about relevancy.
Right.
I feel like right now he's kind of a nobody.
Right.
And I mean, so what? You was found innocent. At the end of the day, everybody knows that you murdered Trayvon Martin, and that's just what it is. You know what I mean? So you can write all the books you want to, you can file all the lawsuits you want to, but at the end of the day, I feel like he's just trying to make a name for himself again. He's trying to get himself back out there into the spotlight. And I just feel like there's no reason for that.
Yeah, it's no reason for it at all. But I just feel like, you know, he's definitely trying to, hey, Ash, he's definitely trying to, thanks, Becky. He's definitely trying to make a name for himself or again, or just being a spotlight. But I think it's fucked up that he's putting his family through this again. And then the thing is he got acquitted. So, you know, in his mind, he did nothing wrong. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But you murdered a child. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like it's a real fucked up situation. But I don't think that.
And I feel like at the end of the day, whatever he's going through, you know, if his name is messed up and you can never get a job again or whatever the situation is for you, that's what you deserve when you murder a child. I'm sorry.
Right.
Like this is the process that you have to go through.
Mm-hmm. Right. And also I don't think that it's gonna really go anywhere. I don't think nobody. This is just
nobody's falling for that. Nobody. He's losing his little 15 minutes, and he's like, "Well, wait a minute."
Right? Ain't nobody about to
remember
give him no money. But if I was him, I'll countersue. Fuck him.
Yeah, I just feel really bad for Trayvon Martin's family.
Yeah, to have to go through this.
Yeah.
But anyway, fuck George Zimmerman.
Make that a hashtag, y'all.
Yeah, that should be a hashtag. But anyway, so you know, they're really starting to. Hey, what up? They're really starting to push this impeachment on Trump.
Thank God.
So did you see the press conference today? What's her name?
I didn't see it, but I know Nancy Pelosi. I hope I'm saying her name right.
Or something
Pelosi.
Like that.
Yeah, she was the one who's like really trying to get this thing rolling.
Mm-hmm.
Like she's really pushing for this impeachment, and I don't blame her at all. I've been pushing for it since he got it.
Right. So a lot of people are with her. Some people are kind of like, you know, they understand, you know, that he did wrong, but some people don't want to impeach him. But she has some support as far as like the impeachment or whatever. But a lot of people are just ready to get it over with because this has been going on for how long?
It's been going on for maybe, I want to say like a year or so.
Right.
That they've been trying to get him impeached.
Right.
And at this point, his term is almost over.
Exactly.
You know, I mean, I did see something today in social media where North Korea was just kind of saying like, based off of the things that Trump is doing, they're going to give us a little Christmas present. And so I wish this would have happened a long time ago.
Well, what news source did you read this from?
Shade Room.
Yo, I cannot.
It was in the Shade Room.
Yeah.
But you know what? I believe them because if somebody was making a threat at my country, you know, you want to make a threat at me.
And that's just funny as hell.
You know,
what source? The Shade Room. Y'all be careful out there, all right? Yo, I cannot. But
it's just time. I'm just so tired of him. I feel like he's made a mockery of our country. he's made a mockery of himself and he's just continuing to make and cause more trouble than we need as a country. And I'm just over him.
Well,
go away.
Trump went on his Twitter rant today, so y'all know that he was pissed.
Is he claiming abuse again? Does he feel like we're attacking him?
Yeah, he definitely feels attacked. But I mean, I don't know. But not only that's going on, but also y'all girl, Superstar P, I think that's your girl. What's her name? Kamala Harris. She announced that she was dropping out of the race.
I heard she went broke, girl.
Now, so basically everybody was trying to figure out like what was going on. You know what I'm saying? Because she was just like so souped up and, you know, everybody.
And I know a lot of people don't really like her, but I kind of like her.
Nah, I don't like her. She's like super fake. And they were basically saying that there was like 4 different reasons as to why she actually dropped out of the race.
All right, let me hear it.
One, mismanaging campaign funds. So that was basically so the New York Times reported that by the time she dropped out, she would have had to go in debt to continue her campaign. So yeah, you know, she was going broke basically. Right. Another reason why is because she was choosing the wrong ground on which, you know, to fight on basically. Different. Yeah, definitely.
Focusing on the wrong shit.
Exactly. And then she was trying to have it both ways on Medicare for all. Because you know how when you're watching the debates and you know they just want people to vote for them, so they'll fucking say anything, and not really like I don't think her team was strong enough.
Yeah, I think that's where a lot of candidates fuck up,
right?
Because they end up contradicting themselves and saying things that just don't really make a lot of sense. And you know, people are smart, especially now. Like, I feel like people are becoming a lot more smarter when it comes to politics and who they're voting for and what they're doing. And, you know, if shit ain't adding up, people ain't gonna vote for you.
Exactly. Another one was waging a front runner's campaign when she needed to wage an insurgent one. I can't even see that. I'm sorry. I need my goddamn glasses. But basically they're saying as a former prosecutor, she knew how to go on the offense, but she didn't know how to play defense when it came to helping her campaign. So, you know, even though she was good with the debate and things like that, as far as like running her campaign, she didn't really have a good campaign manager. I don't know who was handling the funds as far as like her campaign, but also the money that she raised, it wasn't really enough to carry her through. Because, you know, you understand, like when people start, when they, you know, announce their run for president, they have a lot of money. So I don't know who was backing her. Like just for instance, Trump, he had mad money for his campaign. Where he got all his money from, who knows? Daddy. But no, he had a lot of stuff. Right, he had a lot of people backing him, and even though people be like, "Oh, I hate Trump," there's a lot of people that back him quietly.
Think about this though. When Trump first started, he was glorified, he was loved because of who he was prior to being in politics. Because he wasn't a politics person.
Right. So people did like him before.
He was an entertainer.
Yeah, he was. But I didn't care for him on that show that he was on.
Really, The Apprenticeship?
Yeah. He was mad fucking rude.
He was rude, but he's somebody like a Simon Cowell who was going to tell you what you want to hear.
No, Simon is not as bad as him. I don't think so. Now, if you guys watch that show, America, Got Talent, he wasn't that bad.
Okay, maybe not on that show. Not that we've seen,
right?
But
he said that he didn't like him then either.
He's had his fair share of days where he was mean.
Simon, yes, but I think Simon he was honest, and I think he was funny. Yes. But on the other end with Trump. And even with
that's what he thought he was doing.
Okay, but even with her, like she was on some you know, I ate fried chicken and something about she was just mad fake, like trying to win the black vote. And I think that, you know, she could have Oh, American Idol. That's what it was. I think that she could have. She should have been herself, and she wasn't.
Yeah.
She wasn't authentic about anything that she did when she was trying to win the black vote.
Yeah, I think at the end of the day, when you're going into politics, something like, especially running for presidency, you gotta have a strong team behind you. That's for any business that you start or that you try to do.
Like how you go broke this quick? Yeah, like that's crazy as fuck.
Yeah.
But nobody really liked her though, so whatever. I didn't care.
I gave her the benefits of the doubt because I was one of those people who every time I listened to what she had to say, I liked what she said most of the time. But then sometimes I was like, wait a minute.
What? I don't know, but whatever. I don't know. You guys have to really pick who you're going to vote for because it's slim pickings out there.
Yeah, well, I mean, since we're going to talk about Simon Cowell, let's talk about this.
Say that again.
Simon Cowell.
I can't.
This is what I talk about. They were recently fired.
Damn.
Or let me not spread rumors.
Right.
Their contracts were not renewed with NBC's America's Got Talent, and so it was rumored that Gabrielle had got fired. I'm not sure what happened to Julianne. I honestly don't care because right now my main concern is with Gabrielle.
Right.
Because they were fired and then they were saying that she actually didn't want to sign back on for the 15th season because she was receiving a lot of backlash, a lot of racism, what is going on with me?
It's all right.
A lot of racism.
Tequila.
It's tequila.
It's me too. Don't worry.
Go ahead. But she was receiving a lot of racist comments, specifically about her hair, just saying that her hairstyles were too black. And then there's also rumors saying that her and Simon Cowell had some tension during the show.
Really?
Yes. So she actually had a meeting yesterday with NBC. And let me go ahead and tell you guys how it ended up. Basically, she said, we had a lengthy 5-hour and what I thought to be productive meeting yesterday. I was able to again express my unfiltered truth. I led with transparency and my desire and hope for real change. So I don't know about you, but it definitely sounds like she was dealing with some racism and she just wasn't receiving the type of, respect she deserves in her work environment.
Right. So NBC did report that they're basically doing an investigation,
as they should.
Right, they should, but it's crazy when you're working in that type of environment. You know what I'm saying? Like even though you get paid, I don't know like how much she was getting paid or if it was a good pay scale, but come on.
That. You shouldn't have to deal with none of that.
No, not at all. But her husband defended her. He tweeted out some stuff and, as he should, that's being his wife. So, he came to the defense because, you being married, what your spouse goes through. You know what I'm saying? Because they're going to come home and tell you how it's been or, whatever the situation is. Now, D Wade also was in social media defending his son. Because they had took a picture. It was his son, him, and Gabrielle, and they were on the stairs taking a picture. So the son had on like a kind of like a half shirt, and I don't know if it was a half shirt like or it was just top? It may not have been a crop top. It may have just been like he had his thing up and it showed his belly or whatever. Okay. But anyway, he had on some acrylic nails. I don't know if they were acrylic or press on. He had long fingernails, but a lot of people was kind of like going in and commenting on the situation as far as like him having on fake nails and things like that. But
so were they more mad about him having the press on nails or them allowing him to have on the press on?
I don't know. It was probably like a mixture of both. You know what I'm saying? Because people was like, well, why do you why your son got nails on? You know what I'm saying? Like, yes, his son,
Let me ask a question.
What?
How old is his son?
He's a teenager. He's young.
Yeah.
He's young.
I feel like the type of parent I am, y'all may not agree with me. The type of parent I will be, because I'm not a parent.
Go ahead.
I feel like as a teenager, that's when you're trying to figure out yourself, right? I'm not sure how I would feel about my child wearing press-on nails.
Right.
But I'd be open to my child expressing themselves. And if they're at an age where they can fully comprehend what they're doing and they understand the type of backlash that they're gonna, receive, and if they're strong enough to fight through that because that's who they want to be as a person, then I mean, go ahead. And it does suck because for, Dwayne Wade, he is a big basketball star. He's seen to be like this manly person. And if his son, was to be gay or was to show signs of being gay, I feel like people want to attack Dwayne Wade because they feel like he should have stopped that, or
you can't stop your kid. So Stay
Yeah.
Pierce said that people need to worry about their own life. But
Right.
yes, get it. Yes. But when you are in a public eye, you always are going to get those questions and other people's opinions because that's what you're putting out there for us to see. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we're on YouTube, you know what I'm saying? We're on streaming, and when we put something out there, people are gonna comment because it's open to.
And I don't know about you, but before I post a picture, I check everything in that picture to see what I'm about to post.
Right.
So I'm sure they seen it, and I'm sure they knew they were going to receive this type of, commentary on the situation. But
people are always gonna. I feel like people are always gonna have opinions. But my thing is, I don't care if it was a girl, boy, whatever the situation is. As a teenager, these kids, to me, they grow up so fast, especially like celebrity kids, Hollywood. They let them kind of do anything. But me as a child, my mother a teenager, she didn't let me do all of that stuff. I couldn't wear makeup. I couldn't get my nails done in middle school, and even like going into 9th grade. Like I didn't have all of that shit. And I think nowadays kids are growing up so fast that they don't have time to be a child. You know what I'm saying? Like, let your kid be a kid. I just feel like society is just pushing so much on us and kids is just crazy to me. You know what I'm saying?
To be like, gender fluid, or to be just understanding of all of these different sexualities that are out there.
I think it's too much.
It is. It is
it's
a lot.
Way too much to be pushing on kids right now. Like, the internet doesn't help. Tanika said the internet doesn't. It doesn't, because it's like you're looking at all of these things, and then you're looking at TV shows and shit like that. And it's like, why can't we go back to the days where we were just kids playing outside, and now they just have all this shit, and you don't see no kids playing outside.
No,
you know what I'm saying? It's just it's
everybody's
a bunch of
in their phones,
right? It's a bunch of crazy
online,
shit, yo. Like, I just
trying to get famous and
right. But at the end of the day, you want to let kids express themselves, but you also have to be a parent. I just feel like at some point, you can let your kids express themselves, but you also have to be a parent too. A lot of these parents be trying to be friends. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I know that, y'all people got money and stuff like that, but that doesn't mean that you just let your fucking kids run wild. Like, look at half of these kids in Hollywood was fucking on coke.
Yeah, that's
you know
true.
what I'm saying? As a teenager, that shit's crazy.
But let's remind everybody that legends like Prince and other rock star males, they painted their nails.
Yeah,
I don't know if they went
did
as far as to have acrylics.
Yeah,
or,
but those were grown ass
nails.
men who felt like they was making a decision at that time. These are children that, to me, sometimes they are, confused, or they may be doing what other people are doing. Like, how you was in school.
Yeah.
Oh, you follow what somebody else is doing, or you follow the trend, or at that time. So it's like, it's kind of, I don't know. It's always it's always mixed. You know what I'm saying?
I'm laughing at Jackie in the comments. She said, I'm about to raise my kids on a farm at this point. Honestly, it feels like I need to raise my children far away from America. Tanika said, I'm saying don't direct them or put some restrictions on their behavior, but you still need to allow them to be themselves.
Right. But yeah, you can allow them to be themselves, but you can also be a parent by setting rules and regulations in your household, saying, hey, you can feel free to express yourself, but you're not doing shit that adults do. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, that's just my opinion. I don't have any kids. I was
No,
raised.
I
My
agree with
mother.
that.
My mother was from the South, and she was strict. So
Yeah.
you know, I just feel like at some point, you know,
I
parents
can't
have
say
to.
shit because my ass was in like 6th grade wearing acrylics. And,
See, that's
you know, I didn't
yeah,
get my
that's not
eyebrows
good.
done until maybe like, I say maybe my sophomore year in high
What?
school or something like
Yo,
that.
I got my eyebrows done when I was 20 years old.
Yeah.
Because my eyebrows wasn't bad, but I finally got my eyebrows waxed at 20. Like,
I was a fast ass little girl.
but my thing
I
is
ain't gonna
this:
deny
when
it.
I grew up,
I
I grew up as I was a kid. Like I had a good, me, my cousins, Tanika, you know, my brother, we had a good ass childhood.
But think about it. We kind of grew up in different times. And the way my mom was, she was kind of just like, you know,
yeah,
I mean,
but
she wasn't like,
grew
go
up,
ahead.
y'all
but-
grew up with like social media.
Yeah, a little. Yeah, basically, because by the time I was in middle school, 6th grade, we had MySpace.
Yeah.
And I was on MySpace since maybe middle school.
Yeah.
So since before middle school, I'm sorry. So yeah. I guess I did kind of raise up with
like it'd be
media.
like social media is raising the kids now. Like, so for instance, that
but that's that beauty standards thing. Because it was like back when I was in middle school and high school, like everything was about looking fly. Like
but we was looking fly too. Like, don't,
girl, you ain't looking fly with a unibrow, and everybody's gonna talk shit about you.
Well, I never had a unibrow,
See,
but my thing was,
for me it was different, girl. I'm a hairy person. Like I'm like, yeah, I'm hairy. So I would cry. I would tell my mom, like, people make fun of my unibrow. Like, yeah, you see it would grow if I didn't.
No, I don't see it.
Well, that's because I get my shit waxed.
First of all, I can't even see. Okay, so listen, so
but for real,
on some real shit. So my thing is, growing up, we were kids. Now, speaking of this, and just like, you know, parents letting their kids growing up too quick and not being able to control your fucking kids. That little girl, what's her name? Bad
Mimi outside.
Yeah, like her, like she's so fucking aggravating. Like she's an aggravating ass little girl.
I've seen her on social media this week.
Right, like the way she talks, the way she carries herself, and it's like, who raised you? Like, yes, I seen Dr. Phil.
Not gonna lie, she's pretty entertaining.
She's not entertaining. To me, it's not entertainment. It's just a lot of ignorance.
It is. It's just a lot of. Every time I see her online, it's always either she's fighting with somebody or she's trying to defend herself. Yeah, she did get her ass beat by that other girl.
Yeah.
But you know what I mean? Like, I'm not sure if you guys seen it on social media, but she was defending herself once again.
Because she had braids and people were saying
braids.
that she wanted to be black and she's acting like a black girl and blah, 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 blah. But she was defending herself, saying that, oh, well, if I'm acting black, then y'all are acting, y'all want to be white, with y'all getting weave and wigs and all of this other shit.
She got a point.
To me, she doesn't have a point.
She got a point.
Because she's like, oh, well, y'all want to straighten y'all hair, so y'all want to be black. But I don't feel like that, because white people have to straighten their hair too.
Yeah, they do.
So you
yeah,
so I don't understand like her with that reference. You know what I'm saying?
I get it as far as, don't worry about what I'm doing with my hair or like what I have going on, and don't tell me what I can and cannot do with my hair type. Cool. You know what I mean? You want to do what you want to do with your hair type, that's fine. You know, I feel like, especially nowadays, everybody's doing something funky with their hair. Cool, to each his own. But you know, just the way she carries herself and
she
the
was
way she goes about it.
She was very ignorant about the situation. And she
then
goes,
tries to
I wasn't talking to all black
Yeah.
people. I was talking specifically to the black girl. Like, no,
It's the same thing.
you're basically saying it to black people, because the stuff that you're saying, it applies. Like, I don't wear weave, and I don't
same.
You know, I don't wear weave. Like, I got my hair braided like once.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But it's like, but she needs to be very careful of the words that she choose. But she's a very ignorant little girl. Like stuff like that. I don't find entertainment.
She's like, I think she's just now turning like 18 or something like that, but she's very young.
Yeah, I don't find her entertaining at all. Somebody need to whip her little ass. Now I don't condone violence.
She has had her ass whooped a couple
but
times.
that wasn't really like an ass whooping. That was just kind of like, I don't know what the fuck they were doing in that video. But the other girl got the better of her, I guess, if that's a word. It's offensive what she said, and offensive regardless of who. Yeah, I agree. She's a child with a big platform. She needs media training. Yeah.
Well, let me tell you guys something. She actually took to social media the other day and said that she's done with this fame stuff. She said that she just, retired in Florida with her family and she doesn't want to have anything to do with fame.
But did you see when she came back? Oh, why y'all worried about what I'm doing with my hair? I'm out here doing this. She bought a kid a bike. I don't know what she wants from us. What are we supposed to do with this information? What am I supposed to do with this information? Like the fuck? Okay. No. Yeah, cool. Man. She's an ignorant ass little girl, but she needs to she needs to stay off of social media. Yeah. And she needs to get her fucking life together. But what's up with the podcast? I did see you in the comments. We ate your brownies. There's like a few brownies left, and I'm
getting them.
And I missed out. Bring it over here. And I had you some rum cake as well that my mom cooked that was bomb that she made.
You heard how she said I had you some.
Yeah, so I ate it now. And the topping was bomb because it turned into like candy. And I invited you over and you could have called out, but you chose to otherwise. He had to work, but this is my thing. Sometimes you gotta think about, what? Worth it? No. You could have came over.
Don't let Star get you fired, okay?
Right. Don't don't. Okay. But I do have a little bit of rum cake left and I'm gonna eat it. Oh, I just want to tell you guys that I have decided, moving forward before we jump into other things. What? I basically decided that I am officially really cleansing my body moving forward, because when my cousin was sending me those videos when we were dancing on Thanksgiving at my house was lit. Okay, we had a good ass time. My auntie Brian came over, my mama, we was all in here dancing and just we had a good ass time. Now when my cousin sent me those videos and I seen how wide my ass was from the back, I was like, this don't make no goddamn sense. So
it runs in your family.
Sunday when
everybody got a big butt.
Sunday when I ate the last of the cake, I did have a little bit of brownie today. God's working on me.
But it goes straight to your butt though.
Yeah,
everything goes straight to your butt. Yeah. I think you're fine.
It goes straight to my hips, dude, wide. Everything goes to my hips, my ass, and my thighs. And it's just like
she calls herself wide back.
Yeah, I got a wide ass back too.
No.
Oh my God. So let me tell y'all this, right? So I tried on my
I know I'm fluffy. I'm cool with it.
I tried on my Canadian Goose or whatever it's called.
What?
And it looks like a child's jacket. I tried on my jacket.
You're not gonna play yourself like this.
I was like,
T-Rex
what the fuck am I supposed to do with this? Yo, and mind you, I just bought this last year, dude. Yes. So what does that mean? I'm fat. I got a wide ass back, yo. So I had to order me a whole new fucking jacket, and that shit was expensive.
Yeah, those.
And I couldn't use all of my coupon codes, so I was pissed.
Yeah, when you can't stack them,
I'm so stressed out. Okay. All right. So,
are you ready?
Wait. Did you know that that Little Mo was a pill popper?
I mean, that's kind of Hollywood, isn't it?
No, like she's not like Hollywood like that, but she's like what did she say? I can't see that.
OG.
No.
Jack says, I'm glad they didn't have social media when I was growing up. Real talk. I was a mess.
What accent was that?
I don't know. It was New York or something.
What?
I guess, yeah. Real talk. Yeah. Bad happened.
I'm not playing with her today.
That was Sabrina. She's from New York. She just came out.
Jesus.
Sabrina, settle down.
Anyway, what the fuck was I just saying? Oh my God. Oh my
Nigga
god.
said I'm all belly. Me too, baby girl. I'm like 8 months in. You
Yes.
feel me?
So little Mo,
With a
yeah,
whole
she
food
was
baby.
she was a pill popper, and she said that she was popping like 30 pills a day, and I guess her ex-husband was bringing it in. Like she's basically said that she was like the breadwinner, like she had the money and he was just bringing in like mad pills.
I believe it, because he was a boxer, right? And they kind of have to stay like on medication.
This is my thing, right? I don't understand how you can have somebody convince you. I mean, you have to be very weak-minded, and I'm not shading anybody or like downing anybody, but it's like, I'm not, because you do drugs or you do certain things, I'm not gonna do it.
Right.
Like he smokes weed. I don't smoke weed. Right. Like, and you can't push that on me, because
what type of man is just allowing her to do
right.
that? Even if he is bringing it in, whether he is selling it or using it or whatever the case is, like, you should be a man enough to be like, look, you don't do this. Like, I don't think you should be doing it like that, because that's dangerous. 30 fucking
30 pills. So Stay Pure said that wow, what was that? It's a ghost. Okay. So what up? Because Stay Pure said that he said one dude popped 7 to 8 pills at once. So I don't know if they officially got a divorce, but I know that, you know, she called him the devil. So to me, that's a divorce.
They've been separated for a few months. I'm not sure if they finalized the divorce or anything, but something happened.
But yo, she got mad small, because remember when I went out to New York and Foxy Brown was out there doing whatever the fuck she's doing on stage? Little Mo performed too, and she was so skinny, but she was up there hopping around. She was real hyped up on stage. I don't know if she was popping pills then or whatever the situation is, but that shit is crazy to pop so many pills. But speaking of her, it goes hand in hand. So, you know, Fab has been going around promoting his album, whatever. And, you know, he have not spoke out about the situation that happened between him and Emily. So he was on that Ebro, whatever his name is. He was on that show, and they was asking questions or whatever about you know, how things played out in social media and what did he do. And, you know, he was just saying like, yeah, he was a private person. He wasn't worried about social media. He was just basically trying to figure out, you know, how they were going to get back to, you know, whatever they were going to get back to. But, you know, he never really had her in a public eye. So it's kind of strange to see them now with like all the pictures and just, you know, all the stuff that they be posting now. It's kind of like super weird.
It's crazy what people have to go through in order to appreciate a person or to show a person the type of love and respect that they deserve. And I just know that Emily been around for a long time.
Shout out to
long time.
Yeah.
And so shout out to him for, you know, finally giving her some love and showing her that, you know, love and respect that she deserves.
Right. We all deserve a little bit of love here and there.
She went through hell and back with that dude.
Yeah, and I can share my love. Like, I feel like, you know, we should all be able to marry two people and just
live.
Know
what?
Live.
Who is the second person you want to marry? I already know. I'm not even gonna.
We've already discussed this. You know.
Oh, you gotta talk about your boo real quick. Dave East.
Oh yeah, so Dave East. So mind you, I had tickets to Dave East concert, and
your money back,
and I didn't go. I didn't go to the concert because why didn't we go? Regina's ass.
It got canceled.
No, it didn't. Why. It didn't get canceled. So the show went off. It was lit. And Stay Pure said, "Preach, sister." Hello. He said, "Well, marrying two people."
No.
Now I don't really condone it for other people, just for me.
I need to.
But anyway.
Oh my god.
So moving on. So they basically. He was supposed to be going to Icon after. It was like going to be the after party.
Okay.
And somebody kept calling the club, talking about if he comes to the club, they're going to shoot him up and stuff like that. But
come on.
I mean, I think it's kind of stupid. Like I get like last year. No, it wasn't last year. It was a few years ago. He was here. He had got into it with
Eddie Fish.
And I don't know what transpired. You know what I'm saying? And like I don't know if he was actually fighting. But the thing about it is, you know, I felt like the situation was fucked up. What happened, you know, with Eddie Fish. But I also feel like I always have to burp. That is so disgusting.
It's the drink.
Right. I also feel like like his friends should have held him down. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
absolutely.
Like it was a lot of Boston people there, and like, how you not holding him down?
And it was videotaped,
right?
So that just has a lot to say. You know,
like y'all niggas is out there recording it,
and just to say like the type of person that Eddie Fisher is for the community, and like who he is as a person for Boston, for nobody to have his back is crazy.
Yeah, I thought that was a pretty fucked up situation.
Whack. It was
super whack. Super whack. But yeah. I mean, Davies didn't make it to he had wrote something on his social media page, and then he deleted it. But everybody had screenshot it at that point.
I feel like, shoot me down if you're gonna shoot me down, but I feel like Davies forced that. Yes, I agree with the fact that, ain't nobody gonna be calling in to shoot up a club if they really gonna do it. I agree with that. That's some dumb shit. But it could have been a couple of reasons why the owner said that. But to me,
he probably didn't want that drama at his club. Nobody want that shit.
I feel like you have to take these type of things seriously. If you're getting a death threat,
but I heard it was like mad police outside, so I doubt that shit was gonna transpire. Yeah. But What's Up with the Podcast said that there's no unity in Boston. It's not.
No, it's not.
Niggas be out here super whack, but they'll dick ride you.
Yes, they would.
You know what I'm saying? Like if it has something to do that's gonna benefit them. You know what I'm saying? But as far as that situation that happened outside, niggas just sat around and videotaped that shit, which was corny. Yeah. But anyway, so we're gonna go ahead and jump into the
sports section of the day.
Go ahead. Are you gonna do it in your accent?
Yes, I am. I'm actually prepared today. And I'm ready?
Yeah.
Let's go and go so ready. So
yo, I'm dead. I'm fucking dead, yo.
This past week, and I know everybody was watching the Patriots game.
Right.
So
right.
The losers. What happened was, we lost 22 to 28,
God, what?
All right. So as you know, the Patriots are without a kicker right now, and they put in a claim for Chase McLaughlin, who actually ended up being picked up by the 49ers.
Wait, who they put the claim for?
What his name is? Chase McLaughlin. And he got traded to the Colts or something like that. So they had priority, So now the big question is, who is gonna kick our balls?
Wait, what? What the fuck?
We had been through 4 kickers this entire season. 4 of them, not one stick. Because none of them can kick. They all losers.
Yeah, that kind of rhyme, yo.
On purpose, I did that. You seen that? I did that?
Okay, bars.
You heard me. Yeah. That's how that go.
Yo, I cannot do, dude.
But no, on a more serious note, the Patriots
Who's gonna kick our balls?
Who's gonna kick our balls?
Yo, I think it's kind of fucked up that they fired that dude. Like, my thing is, he's not the reason why y'all fucking lost, though. Like, you know what I'm saying?
No, they shouldn't have kicked him off the team like that.
That's crazy. That's crazy as fuck, yo.
But most of the kickers that they did have, they left for like emergency, like surgeries and like injuries and things like that. So right now we're trying to figure out who's gonna kick our balls.
Wow.
But on a more serious note, in another sports section, yes, we're gonna keep it going.
Okay.
The 49ers announced that Tim Ryan was suspended over a dark-skinned comment about Lamar Jackson.
What?
Yes, he was. And let me tell you what this piece of shit said.
Oh.
He said, he's really good at that fake. But when you consider his dark skin with a dark football, with a dark uniform, you could not see that thing.
How do you feel about that? That's a fucked up ass comment.
That's really rude.
Now that's really fucked up because like my thing is when you say some shit like that, it's kind of like
you're being racist.
Right. You knew what you were doing when you said that.
So I don't know if he should have been suspended. I think he should have just been let go. Right. And I feel like when it comes to these announcers or these OGs in the NFL and the reporters, like I feel like they be getting passes. Like, okay, you're getting suspended, or okay, you're not going to talk for for this episode and things like no, like that was super fucking racist. There's no way that
how does he still have a job?
Yeah, you're not going to sit here and compare somebody's skin color to a motherfucking football
and then a fucking uniform.
How beautiful is that motherfucking football, by the way? How beautiful is the color of that motherfucking football? You just so mad and jealous and hateful.
You
need to be fired.
Tell him. Now, if you want a sports anchor, what you need to do
is hire
Patty Mayo, because
I am available.
She will give you what you're looking for
all day,
right?
In an accent.
Yeah.
Where else are you going to receive that?
Exactly.
But I mean, other than overseas.
But let the tables have been turned. That he would have been fucking fired. You know what I'm saying? Like,
he don't even wash his legs.
I don't understand how he is able to keep his job after that. That's some fucked up shit, yo.
That's whack.
Definitely fucked up. But speaking of patty pies, calm down, Simone. So my mom was like, wasn't there supposed to be some goddamn pies made around here? Oh, let me tell y'all what happened before we jump into the lecture really quick. My mother was supposed to leave on Monday night, right? So I changed the flight because of the snowstorm. Then on Tuesday night, they never said that she had a delay. My mother was at the airport, waited. They pushed. She got to the airport at like 7 something. They was emailing me and I didn't know it, but they never text me or anything like that. They pushed her flight back to 1 a.m. Okay.
From 7 o'clock, she was there.
Yes. So then at 1:40, because apparently the flight was still not taking off, they're gonna cancel the fucking flight, right? So they canceled it they pushed it back to 5 a.m.
No.
And then they officially canceled the flight. And then they're gonna tell me that the flights that they had going out in the morning, she wasn't guaranteed to get on those flights. What? You know why? Because they've been canceling flights all fucking day, and they still have people showing up at the airport knowing that those fucking flights wasn't going out.
I'm sorry.
Fuck JetBlue.
I'm sorry. Are you getting any compensation for
No. And then I try to change my mother's flight, and this little bitch gonna tell me that, oh, well, we're only waiving fees up until the 6th. That's when she can fly out. Oh, so bitch, you're gonna tell me when it's convenient for you guys to fly my mother out with a ticket that I fucking paid for, and tell me that you're only gonna waive fees up until this amount of time when my fucking mother was sitting at that goddamn airport
for hours. That's more than 5 hours. That's some bullshit.
I cussed that customer service rep out.
Did she at least get a meal voucher?
She didn't get shit. And I still have a lot of people to cuss out. Fuck JetBlue.
Yeah, fuck.
And they stole my shit like a year ago on a
that. Fuck JetBlue.
Yeah, that shit's crazy as fuck, yo. But all right,
let's get into this
I'm
relationship. Done. First, I just want to say happy birthday to the beautiful Lauren London.
Yes, happy birthday.
Yes, I know y'all heard this bullshit that's been speculating through social media, saying that Nipsey Hussle shouldn't be recognized as a legend.
Oh, who said that? That dude Whack something?
Wacko, Whack 100, some shit like that. Okay. Face brought it up, basically saying that Nipsey Hussle isn't a legend, and he had asked Wacko 100 in an interview, what he felt about that, and he had the nerve to say, well, what's the definition of a legend? He didn't know what the definition of a legend was, obviously, because T.I. had to go and show y'all the motherfucking facts, and he said what he said. He posted the definition of a legend, and I don't know about you, but it made sense. And as I read that, all I could see in my head was Nipsey.
Yeah, so, I thought it was kind of whack. I think he's a legend in his own time,
in his own
you know what I'm saying? Like
yes.
I feel like as far as living, there's a lot of living legends, but like even like with Tupac, Tupac died too before he can really take off fully the way that he was intended to take off. And Martin just the same calm down, like now you're kind of you're going in a different direction. All right. Martin Luther
Malcolm
King.
X.
Like calm down. I'm talking about music. You over here you trying to march in goddamn Selma.
We about to march for Nipsey, honey.
Oh my God. I cannot deal with her.
Crenshaw.
Martin Luther King, calm down. Calm your ass down. She want to go march with goddamn Selma. I can't. Anyway, so I just feel like he's a legend. Yes, Stay Pure says some niggas just like to hear themselves talk, and I agree. But I feel like, he's definitely a legend in his own route. Right, a lot of people pass before, they can do the things that they, was to do, go on tour and things like that. And I was blessed to see Nipsey on tour at the House of Blues, which he was dope. But I feel like he's a legend in his own right, and no one can take that away from him, because he had a good impact on music, his community. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. I think he should stop hating on him.
Hell yeah.
But anyway, we're gonna move in.
Yes.
We're gonna move into Martin Luther King.
Stop. No. And Malcolm X. No. Now we're gonna get into the relationship topics real quick.
All right.
Okay. So I'm gonna read one of the
wow.
I'm gonna read one of the letters that we received. Dear FY Podcast, my girl is having a holiday party at her job, and she invited me to go with her. I never told her that I used to mess with one of her co-workers because it just never came up. I'm still cool with the co-worker. We ain't cool, but she said but she would say hi if she saw me out in public. I really don't know how my girl would react if this girl walks up to me being friendly. Should I tell my girl, or should I just make an excuse not to go?
A tricky. Whatever. So I feel like I don't feel like he should tell her, because if she's never been around, you know what I'm saying? Like he can tell her, oh, I didn't know you work with her. Like I used to talk to her. Like, you know what I'm saying? It don't have to be like a situation like he knew. Right. You know what I'm saying?
Sounded that guilty.
Exactly. She's like, here we go, King. I feel like that, if he tell her that he knew all this time,
it didn't remind me of nothing but baby boy.
She would feel away, because it's like, oh, you got me working with this bitch, and you know what I'm saying? And you didn't tell me. Like that in her mind.
I got deja vu when I read this. Right. I'm like, okay, Tyrese.
Oh my God,
this is what we're gonna do.
And Jody. Make sure you guys hit the like button. And subscribe. So.
Yeah. I mean, if you want to be all the way real, then let your girl know. Like, hey, look, I seen you work with Shorty, and I'm just gonna be honest with you. Like, I used to mess with her back in the day.
Right.
Wasn't nothing like that. But if she say hi, what's up with me? Don't feel no type of way, because she wasn't nothing. Or, if you want to be shady about it, wait till you get there and be like, oh, wow, you work here too? Right. I didn't know you worked here. I didn't know she worked here, babe. She works here? Wow. Wow. Hey.
Right. And that would be my thing too. I would be like, oh, okay, well, I'll tell her afterwards, but don't make it seem like you've known this whole time, because I think that it would be very hurtful for her. Like,
yeah, it would. Because my thing is, this is the place where she works. I know me, if my man talked to somebody who I worked with, whether she was in my department or not, I'm going to feel a type of way.
Right.
Because I'm going to have to see this bitch every day, and she's going to see me every day, and she's going to see me looking bomb, and she's going to be hating on me. And I'm going to feel bad for her, and she's going to always be on my mind. I'm just going to be like, oh, am I going to break her heart today again? That type of shit.
Oh, he said, when did he mess around with her? I think it was old, right?
I think it's something old, because they're still like cool, but they ain't friends. Right, you know what I'm saying? So it's like,
how you still, but we talked about that before, like still being friends with somebody after a breakup.
Yeah. I just feel like he's been shady. Like, if you seen that this girl worked with her, whatever the case is, I mean, I get it never came up, but I don't know. I don't know about you.
I'll pretend like I don't know. I'll be like, oh, okay.
Oh, they do work with you?
Yeah, like I think that's super crazy. All right, but one of my things that someone sent in was I found out that my cousin slept with my father years ago. She don't know that I know, but I do want to ask her about it. But I also feel conflicted. I think I should tell my mom. My father passed away 2 years ago, and my parents haven't been together since I was 5 years old. What should I do?
Just let it go to the grave. I just don't feel like... Tell your mom for what? Like, at this point, the father's dead and gone. They're not even together anymore. It's crazy as shit that your cousin did this. But I feel like you should just let your father rest in peace and let that.
Well, I mean, he is gonna rest in peace, but do you feel like that's not crazy for?
Oh, it's crazy
for the cousin. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's on some shit.
Yeah, that's really shady for your cousin.
I'm just like, do you want to bring that up to your, like, do you want to hurt your mom with that?
Think about your cousin fucking your daddy. Huh? How you gonna feel? I'll drag that bitch. You all here fucking daddy's bitch?
But
huh?
see,
like, come on.
See, that's different. I feel like, you know, you square up or whatever you gotta do with that cousin, y'all one-on-one. But I just feel like, damn, you bringing that up to your mom's, and you don't know how she's dealing with the death of your father, and she can't even bring that up. But to your father,
she said that they haven't been together in years since she was 5 years old. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure that they remain friends and stuff like that. Like, she read a whole story, but I just took parts of it out because it was just a lot. But anyway, you know, I feel like, I don't know, like,
yeah, that's a hard one to me. Because I've never been in a situation like that before, so I don't know like how it would pan out. I mean, if you have that type of relationship with your mother and you feel like that's something that you need to tell her, then, you know, go ahead and do what you feel is right. But to me, if that was me and I felt like it just wasn't something that was needed to be said at this time, then I would hash that out with that cousin on my own. Like, you know, you wrong, you know what you did, whatever the case is.
So would you
better not ever bring it up to my mother, because I'll kill you. That's what I'd say.
So you wouldn't, like, I would make my cousin tell my mother though.
But I don't know, like,
because especially if you're just around smiling all up in my mother's face, like, that's some fake
that's
shit.
That's what I'm saying. Like, if I hash it out with you, I'm gonna tell you, don't ever fucking talk to my mother. Don't ever come around us.
Yeah, but you can't really make that.
If my mother asks what happened to that cousin, they've their separate ways.
Yeah, but that's a tough situation.
Yeah, that shit
I would just really bring it up at a Christmas party.
At a Christmas party
with the family.
Hey, you. Hey, Ma, look, her, right there. She's up with daddy.
I'll be like this. Well, you know, this family holds a lot of secrets. Secrets. Tell
Karen,
no lies.
You wanna say what you did, Karen?
Secrets. Tell no lies. So I don't know. It's a hard situation, but like I would speak to my cousin about it. But I would tell her. I would make her. I would force her. Like soul food, exactly.
Right. Oh, yes.
Mm-hmm.
Whew. All right.
I can't.
All right, y'all. Well, I have an event to be to. So I'm gonna leave y'all on this note.
That you see how the music went out?
It was all sad. Like, oh no. All right. Should I do one more?
Go ahead.
Okay. So I just have one more thing. I don't know if you guys been following up with Angela Simmons and Lil Romeo. But just recently, she was on the Breakfast Club, and she was kind of denying any romance claims between her and Lil Romeo, just saying they were cool, but they were hanging and chilling, but they weren't on that level.
Right.
They were cool.
Right.
And I don't know about y'all, but I seen growing up, you know, hip hop, and I seen Lil Romeo's show, and I seen, you know, Angela Simmons and her relationship with Lil Romeo. And although they never were officially together, they did. They tried. They've kissed a couple times. You know.
Well, that ain't shit though.
He's been there for her. Like this is a friendship since.
No, I know.
Children.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? And I'm sure Angela Simmons knows, even if she don't feel the same way, that Lil Romeo's always had a thing for her. And if you're smart, then you can see that just in the way that he cares for her, no matter what. And he actually tried to, you know, have a situation with her. And at the time, she ended up becoming pregnant.
Yeah, she was with an old ass man.
Yeah, she was with the older man. And unfortunately, you know, her baby's father passed away. Yep. And after the passing, Romeo was, you know, being there for her as a friend should be. And they kind of ended up getting closer and more romantic.
Right.
And so I feel like I would be hurt if I've been messing with you, or we've had this tight ass relationship for however long, and somebody asked you, you know, have you ever been romantic with me, and you're just gonna straight up deny me?
Yeah,
like,
but
no.
Maybe she just don't want to put her business out there like that. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like, you know, it's cool to, if you guys are messing around or whatever the situation, if you guys are just friends, but I don't feel like I have to just put our business out there. But if me and you have never been in a relationship, then I'm not. You can't state claims to me, and I can't state claims
I
to
just
you.
want to know what they're going to say if they ask her about Lil Bow Wow.
Unless it was Nas, then I don't want to hear it.
Right.
You know, there's only two people that can claim me. There's one downstairs and one, I think he might be in New York. Let me look on his social media.
You know what? I'm over you. But my thing is, you know,
Let me look.
I don't know. Like, I don't know if you can even claim somebody just because you guys have been messing around or whatever. If y'all weren't fully romantic, then maybe she shouldn't be claiming him because he never had the cootie cat.
So wait a minute, is he claiming her?
I mean, I don't know if he's claiming her. I don't want to start rumors and shit.
Well, you already just opened this up.
Well, it's what was said.
All right, so this is my thing. So
I would just, if y'all don't believe me, take a trip down memory lane in their little relationship, and you can tell that Lil Romeo's been like the friend zone. He's been in the friend zone.
Yeah, but he's been in the friend zone because he's been Little Romeo. But I mean, I don't really look at kids like that. But Little Romeo now he's a fine young man. I'm just gonna say little cougarish,
but
you know what I'm saying? He is. Is he not?
Yeah.
Wow.
But
that's it. Exactly. Now
I ain't gonna act like I ain't had a crush on Romeo.
So he is definitely a fine young man, and you know he carried himself very well. But you know, she probably is, you know, in her feelings now because you know he don't want to have nothing to do with her. But I feel like you can't really state claims in somebody if you haven't had a relationship. That's just like you've been having a sex partner, a sex buddy for some years, and now you want to tell everybody, and it was on a hush hush, and now you want to state claims in me. No limit. You want to state claims in me? No, you can't state claims in me because we only was sleeping together. You wasn't my man. You wasn't over for holidays. You wasn't doing none of that stuff. You know what I'm saying? So you can't really be out here telling all my business like that. Fuck that. Anyway, but I just feel like at some point, that's cougar terminology. He's a fine young man.
that is cougar terminology.
She
had that waiting and ready for somebody hot and fresh. She was like, you know what?
You know, I don't like looking at children. Fine young man. But that is a fine young man right now. Miss Pearly.
I ain't gonna lie. He ain't a fine young man to me. I had me a crush on him. Let me be your girlfriend.
Wait, what?
Romeo.
So what do you mean he's not a fine young man? Oh, well, you guys.
That's what I'm saying. He's my age.
Is he your age or
he's a little older than me?
Oh, okay.
So he a fine older man.
Okay. Yes.
My man.
You know what? I already have two, and you know I feel like God has blessed me with two men, and I'm good with the two men that I have. So I'm not gonna be greedy. You can get it together, Patty. But yeah. So anyway. So remember, this is our last show of the season until 2 until January 2nd. So make sure you guys continue to follow us on social media at FY Podcast. You can email us at fypodcast1@gmail.com. My Instagram,
and send us what you guys want to hear. Like, I know we do a lot of relationship topics and we read a lot of people's stories that they send in to us, but let us know what type of things you guys want to hear on season 3 because we're trying to change it up. We're trying to be more fun.
Happy birthday, cuz
and poppin'. Happy birthday.
It's January 2nd, but happy early birthday. But so we'll be back on your birthday. And we have a lot of stuff that we're working on, so you know, hopefully things go as planned. But you know, we need some time to get some things together. But make sure you guys hit the like button. It's a little thumbs up at the top, and make sure you guys subscribe if you're not subscribed. But you know, definitely continue to follow us, and you know, hopefully we bring in the new year good. You know, I plan on bringing in the new year slim, trim, you know, with a fat ass and flat stomach, and you know, out here popping, baby.
All right, bye, Star.
Wow. So you don't want to tell them your new year thing?
I don't have any New Year's resolutions yet.
Okay. Well, Patty's still working on
Not
hers.
yet. I'll let y'all know when I come back if I even did it, because I'll be every year with resolutions and don't follow through.
Yeah, but I'm gonna put some stuff together for. I'm gonna put a little video together of our season 2, like I did season 1. If y'all, it's up there. It's like a 1 minute clip of season 1, and I'm gonna put a 1 year clip of season 2. But you know, we just hope you guys have safe holiday. You know, whatever you guys do, Happy New Year. Oh, side note, I am no longer going to, I know you guys haven't heard me say it in a while, but I'm not going to, where was I supposed to be going? South Africa? Yeah, there's a lot going on over there and it wasn't safe.
Yes.
So I'll be here depressed.
You know what?
But anyway, we will, we'll see you guys
January
2nd. But again, make sure you guys hit the like button, subscribe, and follow us on all social media platforms.
We'll still be very much active on there.
Patty Mills never on Instagram. No,
she will be very much active on there.
But yeah, until then, peace. Oh, make sure you guys leave a comment. Just wait a little bit of while. Wait a little while.
Wait a little bit of while.
I'll leave a comment.
All right, bye, guys.
Bye.